My dear fellow conservatives, today, unfortunately, I cannot be physically present at your CPAC in Hungary, but know that I'm present in spirit. And actually, not only today. We have to realize that the battle that we're fighting together is a battle of all days, all hours, and every minute. What we are fighting for is about so much more than the next election or lecture or book release. We are fighting for the survival of everything we hold dear. Our culture, our family, our faith, our values, our traditions, our language, and our free nation state. Sure, it's nice when our parties and movements enjoy great success, as they often do, but it's only a snapshot in time. We all need to realize that our work is one of a long duration. We have to realize that because we cannot ignore the fact that the damage already done today by the monstrous alliance between the globalist capitalists and the left is enormous. We are conservatives. We want to move forward, but carefully. To embrace the future while respecting what is good from the past. However, today as conservatives, we must conclude that instead of moving forward, we must dare to take steps backward in certain areas. Allow me to take you on a journey into the woke madness we're already experiencing in my country, Flanders, today. These are all recent examples I'm going to give you. In contrary to what you may think, none of these are made up or an attempt to humorize you. They are already reality in woke Belgium. Are you ready? Here we go. In Belgium, there is a so-called transgender law. This law was recently amended. Those who want to can change their gender and name as often as they wish. In Belgium, you can wake up as a woman in January, be a man for a while in February, only to be a woman again in March. Or in other words, in January, Paula, in February, Paul, and in March, Pauline. In schools, another example, young children are taught about gender identity using a lesson method adapted to their age. The so-called, no joke, gender cookie. They learn that biological sex, gender identity and sexual attraction actually have nothing to do with each other. Read-alouds are organized for young children by drag queens. Apparently it's important for children to learn that men too can wear dresses. This is all supposed to be educational? Come on, let's be honest. It's all about indoctrination and nothing to do with education. Sometimes, though, the wokes fail in their attempt quite hilariously. In Antwerp, they recently tried to bring two of their favorite target minority groups together: Muslim immigrants and the LGBTQIA+ community. They actually organized a so-called queer iftar for Muslims in the LGBTQI+ community during the Ramadan. A non-existing community. The queer iftar was soon cancelled after threats from the same Muslim community, or how one victim group cancels out the other. And this last example, I definitely do not want to spare you. The beautiful Flemish historic city of Bruges is competing for the chance to be a European capital of culture in 2030. Something I can only applaud. It's a beautiful country. If you ever visit my country, please visit Bruges. Only the city council of Bruges appointed a lady called Dalila Hermans as coordinator of this project. You obviously don't know her, but let me describe her to you. Dalila is a female, black and woke. She's straight though, so she ticks almost all the virtue boxes. But let me quote what this lady has said about us white European people. And I quote her. Throughout history, white people were always on the wrong side. In almost every story, white European people brought death, destruction and misery. End quote. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the lady who apparently should prepare Bruges to become the cultural capital of our Europe in 2030. My personal opinion, woke activists do not defend our culture. Instead, they constantly attack our culture. Therefore, woke activists are unfit to put our culture in the international spotlight. Dear friends, these are just some of the recent examples from my own country, Flanders. But you all know that the breakdown of our norms and values, the degradation of our culture and the constantly propagated self-hatred is a phenomenon that transcends borders. So I not yet have mentioned the pedo children books in the Netherlands, the takedown of statues in Britain, or the violence of Antifa terror groups in the United States. That would drive me too far in this speech. However, we should be well aware of those as well. We should look over the borders and realize this is a battle we have to win together. My dear Hungarian friends, it is therefore fantastic that CPAC is organized in the beautiful Budapest for the second time. My thanks to Miklos Santo, who once again put his shoulder to wheel together with our American friends. Thanks in part today, Budapest is not only the capital of Hungary, but also the capital of the conservative resistance and the resistance to all I mentioned before. And that resistance is only as strong as the people leading it. Therefore, I show my respect to all the people who speak at CPACHungary. And I show also my respect to all of you on the ground in your own country. When you go home, know that you're on the right side of history. My dear friends, it's actually very simple. The globalist who wants to drink the same coffee all over the world is wrong. And the patriot who supports his own local coffee bar is right. The open border activist who wants to invite the whole world to Europe, he is wrong. The realist who wants to protect and strengthen his borders in his country is right. The leftist egomaniac who wants to destroy the traditional family is wrong. The family man who wants to protect the family as the cornerstone of society is right. My dear fellow conservatives, I could name any topic, and anyone with a moral compass that points in the right direction instinctively knows that we are right. As I said multiple times before, also last year at CPAC, we are the good guys. We protect what is good and what is pure. We do not aim to destroy, we aim to build on the foundations that have been put there by our fathers, mothers, grandfathers, grandmothers and their forebears. We want to build a society where we can be proud of. We want to hand over something to our children and grandchildren that they can be proud of. Our roots reach far into the past, and at the same time we will need to grow still in the future. And no one can take that away from us for one simple reason: we will not let it happen. Thank you CPAC, thank you Hungary, God bless you, and long live my country, Flanders.